moment I realized I was parenting myself more than my kids, I was halfway through packing my kids' lunchboxes when I caught myself whispering, "Don't forget your water bottle this time, okay?" Not to them, but to myself. And that's when it hit me. I wasn't just parenting my children, I was parenting me. It sounds strange, but let me explain. I'm a 36-year-old single mom living in Ohio with 2 kids under 10. Life isn't glamorous. It's Target runs, late night laundry, and trying to make chicken nuggets again sound like a fun dinner plan. But lately I'd been feeling this weird split, like I was taking care of a third child. Only that child was me. It started small. Every night after tucking in my kids, I'd sit on the couch scrolling through my phone, exhausted but wired. My body screamed for sleep, but my brain would say, "You deserve a little time for yourself." And then I'd stay up until 1 a.m., scrolling nonsense and feeling terrible the next morning. One day, my 6-year-old daughter asked, "Mom, why are you always so tired?" I laughed it off, but that question lodged itself in my head like a splinter. The next morning, I poured my coffee into a travel mug, dropped the kids at school, and sat in my car for a minute, just sitting. The radio was playing some upbeat pop song, but I wasn't really hearing it. I realized I'd been nagging my kids to do things I couldn't even get myself to do. Eat real food. Go to bed on time. Use your words, not your anger. Be kind to yourself. Every phrase I said to them could have easily been said to me. I was teaching them how to handle feelings I still hadn't learned to manage. I was encouraging them to rest while surviving on caffeine and anxiety. I was cheering them on while silently criticizing every move I made as a mom. That afternoon, I decided to do something small. When I picked them up from school, instead of rushing home, we stopped by a park. The kids ran to the swings and I sat on the bench watching. Normally I'd be checking emails or making a grocery list, but not this time. I just watched. It felt awkward at first, like my brain was itching to be busy. But after a few minutes, something loosened. I realized that the calm I wanted for them had to start with me. The following weeks, I started parenting myself intentionally. I made a bedtime for me. I started eating actual breakfast instead of just coffee. When I made the kids apologize after a meltdown, I also apologized when I lost my temper. When I told them to use kind words, I stopped calling myself stupid under my breath when I forgot something. The strangest part? My kids changed. Not because I became stricter or gentler, but because I became more honest. They started opening up more. My son told me when he felt scared about a test. And instead of saying, "Don't worry," I said, "I get scared too sometimes." My daughter started helping me make breakfast, and we'd both sit down and eat, together, not in a rush. One night, while reading bedtime stories, my son said, "Mom, you seem happier lately." I felt tears sting my eyes, because for the first time in years, I actually was. Parenting is wild. It's teaching someone how to be human while still figuring it out yourself. But that moment, standing in my messy kitchen, talking to myself about a water bottle, reminded me that my kids don't need a perfect mom. They need a present one. Now when I make their lunches, I pack one for myself too. When I remind them to get enough sleep, I actually go to bed. And when I tell them to love themselves even when they mess up, I try to do the same. Because maybe the secret to raising good kids isn't about being the perfect parent. Maybe it's about learning to be the kind of person you'd want your kids to grow up to be.